Hey friends, it's Molly and welcome to practice. Today's class is going to be about 45 minutes. It's going to be a fiery, twisty, fun, creative transition type flow. We'll do some warm up and then we'll do some cool down stretches at the end, but everything in between, we're going to build up on this dynamic, fun practice. Twists and hips is going to be the main emphasis, and we'll work up to grasshopper pose, which is a fun little arm balance. So if you usually practice with props, grab them. If you don't need them, don't grab them. And then come and meet me on your mat. We'll find a cross-legged position. So let's have our right shin stacked in front of our left. You always have the option to prop something up underneath your sit bones if you need help spilling your pelvis forward. And then close your eyes down, place your hands on your legs, relax your shoulders from your ears. And then feel yourself settle, kind of melt down. Melt your bones down into the mat. Let your breath soften any tension you're holding. We won't take too long here, but just give yourself a few moments to arrive into this space, onto your mat, into your practice. And just commit to being here with your body, with your mind, with your intention for the next 45 minutes. If you need help separating what you were doing before or what you were doing after, if your anxious thoughts tend to follow those paths, just anchor your focus on your breath. Make it a movement meditation. If your eyes are closed, you can open them. We're going to take some big circles, finding some nice opening through the hips. So let your body drape over to the right, and then forward, and then left, and then back. As big or small as you would like, or maybe you mess around, play around with both. And then switch the direction of the circles, going clockwise now. You can be facing the long edge of the mat, or you can be facing the front, because we'll be mostly doing things forward and backwards. And then on this next one, as you dive forward, just linger there. So maybe you prop up onto your elbows, send some breath into the outer hips. You know, this is a big stretch, but if you find yourself holding any unnecessary tension, maybe in your jaw, maybe in your back, just let it go. Good, sit back up. We're gonna switch the cross of our legs. So left shin in front, take some big circles, left, forward, right, and back. If your floor is squeaky like mine, then that's just fun. Sorry about that. Good, and then opposite the rotation. This next time you come back through center, we're going to fold down for a few breaths. One more cycle here. And then exhale, walk back up. Place your fingertips behind you, uncross your legs, plant your left foot down to the mat, and then bring your right ankle to cross over your left knee. So a little reclined pigeon pose here. If you want to start really active, we're going to engage our outer right glutes and pull our right knee down to the corner of the mat by using our own mobility and strength. And then start to rock your left knee side to side, both legs side to side. Eventually, your right foot will plant down. You'll sit up and then find a twist, hooking left elbow on the outside of right knee. Your right fingertips are back behind you for support. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. And then exhale to twist deeper, wrapping lungs around heart, spinning around the center line of your spine. Good. Drop your hands back behind you for support. And then on your in-breath, you're gonna push your foot into the mat, drive your hips high. Finding this figure 4 reverse tabletop. One breath in here. Exhale, lower back down. Uncross your right leg and switch them out. Left ankle over right knee. You can stay kind of laid back here, or if you want to start with some engagement, actively pull your left knee down towards the corner of the mat. And start to rock your right knee side to side. Your left leg will obviously follow. A couple times each way, and then eventually your left foot plants over to the right. Sit up tall. Hook your right elbow on your left knee, find a twist. Gazing over left shoulder. Inhales to lengthen the spine. And then exhales to further deepen the stretch. Take one more cycle of breath. And then lean back again, hands back behind you for support. Drive down into right leg, right foot, inhale. Hips up high to the sky. Lots of back body engagement through the hamstrings and glutes. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lower your hips down, uncross your left leg. Just take some normal windshield wipers side to side with your knees. Good. And then make your way to tabletop. So whatever is easiest for you. We're gonna warm up the wrists a little bit since grasshopper is I said grasshopper, I meant flying pigeon. Since flying pigeon is a arm balance. So bring your fingertips out to the side and then shift your weight right and left. Maybe taking some circles in one direction and then the opposite direction. Good, sit back onto your heels. Your toes can be tucked or untucked. We're gonna interlace our fingers and then just roll out the wrists. Switch directions. Good. Place your hands down, find tabletop, and then sit your hips back towards your heels. Active child's pose. Inhale to roll and ripple forward through your cat spine to a tabletop. And exhale. Untuck your hips, glide them back towards your heels as your chest reaches forward. Inhale, hug front body up into back body as you roll forward. Press your hands down to separate your shoulder blades and lift through the back of the heart. And then exhale, engage the muscles around your spine as you lift up into your arc, your cow spine. Good, one more here. Just finding some yummy movement through the spine. I know this isn't a spine focused class, but it's very much important regardless. Good. Find your way to a neutral tabletop. Plant down through both hands and left knee. Inhale. We're going to stamp our right heel up towards the sky. So extending the hip back behind you, engaging through glutes. Going to curl our right knee up towards our armpit, just using our hip. Try to avoid spilling and splaying and dumping into the spine. Curl your right knee in towards your body. And then your right knee shifts back so it parallels the left. And then we'll go the other way. So pull right knee in towards your body. Circle it out towards your right armpit. All the way back as you stamp your heel towards the sky. And then cross your right leg back behind your left knee. Sit your hips back. Find a cross-legged child's pose. One breath cycle here. Big outer hip stretch. Exhale, let it go. Good. Inhale, come back to tabletop. Stretch your right leg long out to the side. And then exhale, plant your right foot down, grounding down into pinky toe side of foot. Inhale, open your heart up to the right, reach right hand high to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, lowering down onto right elbow as your right hand threads underneath behind your left wrist. Good. Inhale, modified side plank. Open up again, this time kickstand your left foot out to the left. Bring your right leg high. And then exhale, bend your right knee in towards your glute. Reach back with your right hand and capture that foot. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, plant your right hand and curl your right knee in towards your body. And then ground your right foot down. Inhale into your low lunge shape. Exhale, half split, straighten into right leg. Dive your heart over your thigh. Inhale, low lunge, rebend into the right knee. This time kickstand your left foot over to the right, and then extend long to the back of the mat. Left hand plants, right leg straightens, right arm reaches overhead. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, plant right hand down, left hand down, and then find your figure four here. So we're gonna cross left ankle over right leg as we glide our hips back, downward facing dog. One breath cycle here. Bend your right knee to deepen the stretch. Good, and then inhale, three-legged dog, reach left heel high, bend your knee, open your hip, take some big circles out. In one direction, and then the other direction. Plant your left foot next to your right. Meet your down dog just for a breath. And then lower your knees down to the mat. Move through the other side. Grounding down through both hands and right knee. Inhale, extend left heel long. Actually bend your knee and stamp your heel up towards the mat. And then we're gonna draw your left knee out towards your left armpit. Circle it in through your chest. Spine stays as still as possible. And then slide your left knee so it's hovering off the mat next to your right. And then we'll go the other way. Left knee up into your chest. Out to the side. Circle it all the way so your heel is stamping up towards the sky. And then cross your left leg back behind your right. Sit into your hips. Cross-legged child's pose. Big breath in. Big breath out. As you inhale, shift forward into tabletop, but extend left leg out long to the side. Active through the glutes. Exhale, lower pinky toe down to the mat, leg is straight. Right hand is planted, inhale, sweep left hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. Cross your left hand back behind your right wrist, lower down onto left elbow. Good, inhale, kickstand your right leg out to the side. Open up to the left, modified side plank. Left leg is lifted, left arm is high. And then exhale, bend your left knee, curl it into your glute. Capture your foot with your left hand. Breathe into kick foot into hand. Open up across the front body. And then exhale, plant your left hand, curl left knee in towards your chest, and then land your foot between your palms. Inhale, low lunge. Pull your heart forward. Exhale, half splits. Glide your hips back. Inhale, low lunge. This time, kickstand your right foot underneath your body over to the left, and then extend long, pushing off through your left leg. Plant right hand at the top of the mat. Big side body stretch. Exhale, left hand plants, left toes tuck, and then glide back into figure four down dog, crossing right ankle over left leg. One breath here. On your next inhale, uncross your legs, sweep your right leg high, bend your knee, open your hip. Take some big circles out through the hip joint, through the ankle, and then switch directions. On your next exhale, plant your left foot down, your right foot down to your left. Downward facing dog. And then we will start moving pretty quickly. So plant down through left foot, inhale, sweep, right heel high. Exhale, right knee targets over towards left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog, re-extend. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. And then extend your right leg out long. Hang out in this prep for fallen triangle, but we're not gonna open our body yet. So big outer hip stretch for the lateral line on the right side of the body. Good, breathe in, stick with me. And then exhale, swivel left heel down. Inhale, ground down through right hand, reach left hand high. Now we find our fallen triangle. Feels much better. Option to lengthen your left hand towards the front of the mat. Good. Now we're gonna ground down through our right pinky toe. Bend into your left knee so your hips are hovering back towards the back of the mat. And then ground down into the pinky toe. We're gonna step our left foot all the way over our right to the top of the mat. 2 hands plant. Inhale, halfway lift, find a flat back. Exhale, ground down into left hand. Inhale, open up right hand to the sky. Find this funky twist. Exhale, lower right hand down. Stay planted through your left foot. We're gonna gently lift forward so our right knee comes behind our left calf. Finding a Shiva squat, option to lift the hands off the mat. Breathe in here. Good, now see if you can re-extend the right leg long out to the left side without using your hands. And then lean forward, Shiva squat. Good, re-extend right leg out to the left side. I know it's burning. One more time, Shiva squat. Re-extend, right leg out to the side. Good, swivel your whole body over to the right. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. So we're almost in a down dog, mostly, except for our right leg is out to the side. Now inhale, use your outer right glutes to lift your right foot from the mat. Good, exhale. We're gonna bend our knee, open our hip, flip our dog all the way over, planting right leg back behind us. Inhale, lift up into a wild thing. Good, exhale, lower back down. 2 more, inhale, lift up, wild thing. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale into your heart opener. Good, left toes pivot over to the left. Bend into your knees, and then step your right foot to the back of the mat. Skandasana into the right leg. Straightening out into left leg, hips hover over right leg. Take a breath here, see if you can lift up and out of the waist a little bit. And then exhale, lower your hips down to the mat. Right hand plants behind you. Inhale, lift tall with your left hand. And then exhale, find a twist. Left elbow to hook over right knee, and we'll hang out here. In future rounds, we'll be doing 1 breath per movement, but still kind of in a warm up. Take an inhale. And then exhale, push into your right hand if you need. We're gonna slide through center, bending into left knee, come back to the front of the mat, plant right hand. Inhale, open left hand high, and then pivot all your toes over to the left, sink right hip to the mat, revolved Skandasana. 3 times here. Inhale to lift your right hip from the mat, arc through the side body, left fingertips to the top of the mat. Exhale, lower your hips down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. On this last one, your left toes are gonna face forward. Lift up, ground down through the ball of the right foot, plant your left hand, and then cross your left foot over your right knee. Figure 4 down dog. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Good. Inhale, tiger curl left knee to chest, push the ground away, puff up through the back of the heart, and then plant your left foot down. Good, inhale, standing splits, drive right heel high, fold your body down. Exhale, curl right knee into chest. Push your left big toe into the mat, inhale, stand up tall, right knee to chest, arms follow. And then exhale, standing pigeon, right ankle to cross over left leg. Let's find a fold here, 3 breath cycles. Good, on your next inhale, stand back up, right knee to chest. Exhale, lever your upper body forward, plant your right foot, hands frame out, left foot. Step back to your plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll back. Moving straight to the other side, ground down through right foot. Inhale, left heel sweeps high. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. This time, extend your left foot out to the right side, staying in this big lateral line opener. So we're not opening up yet. Our chest is reaching forward, both hands are grounded. One more breath. Now exhale, swivel right heel down, plant down through left hand. Inhale, lovely fallen triangle. Option to have the right hand high or reaching to the front of the mat. One more breath. And then stay grounded down through your left pinky toe, bend into your right knee. Hips hover towards the back of the mat. And then spring forward so your right leg steps over the left to the top of the mat. Plant down through right hand, inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, two hands to the mat. Now, option to do our Shiva Squats. Left knee will bend and come to the back of the right calf. Hands come to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, re-extend left leg out to the right side. Just tap for a moment and then bring your knee into your calf. Shiva Squat. Re-extend. Stay with me, one more. Knee to calf. Re-extend, good work. All right, now we're gonna walk our body over to the left, all the way down into our downward dog at the back of the mat, but our left leg is out to the side. Inhale, sweep left foot high, engaging outer glutes. Good. Now, bring your left foot all the way back behind you, wild thing. So plant your toes back behind you, hover your hips off the mat. Inhale, open up into wild thing. Exhale, hips hover down to the mat. Two more. Press into your points of contact. Lift heart and hips up to sky. Exhale, lower down. One more here. Inhale, open up. Good. Right toes pivot over to the right. Left hand plants. And then bring your left foot all the way in between your legs. Skandasana. Right leg is straight. Hips are hovering off left heel. Take a breath here to grow tall through the spine, lengthen along the sides of the waist. And then exhale, lower your hips down. Left fingertips back behind you. Inhale, reach right hand high. Exhale, twist to the left, hooking right elbow on left knee. Couple cycles of breath. Good. Use your hands for support if you need or not. We're going to come back to Skandasana, bending into left leg, and then glide to the front of the mat, keeping hips low. Planting left hand, all 10 toes pivot to the right. Sink left hip down, revolve Skandasana. 3 lifts here. Inhale. Arc through the side body. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up. Pretend there's a flame underneath your left oblique. Lift higher, higher, higher. Exhale, lower back down. One more time here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. This time, right toes are going to face to the front of the mat. Pivot onto the ball of the left foot. And then exhale, drive through both hands. Cross right ankle over left leg. Figure 4 down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Find some grounding here. As you inhale, push the ground away. Pull right knee in towards your chest. And then exhale, plant your right foot down between your thumbs. Inhale, standing splits, drive left leg high. Exhale, curl your left knee in towards your body. Push down through right big toe. Inhale to stand, left knee high, arms follow. Exhale, standing pigeon, cross left ankle over right. Fold for 3 breaths. Good, next inhale lifts you up again, balancing on your right foot. Exhale, lever your upper body forward, send your left leg back, hands to frame out. right foot. Step back to your plank pose, and then option to move through your vinyasa or meet straight in downward facing dog. Couple breaths to land here. And if you're ready, we'll move through another round. If you need a rest break, pause the video, come back to it. Ground down through left foot, inhale, right heel high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. Inhale, three-legged dog, right heel high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Immediately extend it out to the side, swivel left heel down. Inhale, open up, fallen triangle. Exhale, left foot, bend, left knee bends. Step that foot all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, move straight into Shiva Squat, hands to heart, right knee to left calf. Exhale, re-extend, right leg out to the side, tap your pinky toe. Good. Both hands walk to the back of the mat. Find your down dog shape with your right leg out to the side. Breathe in, hover, right toes off the mat. Good. And then exhale, bend your knee, open your hip. Set up for wild thing. Inhale gets you there, open up. Good. Exhale, bring your right foot to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Hips to hover off right heel, left leg is extended long. Breathe in here, and then breathe out. Make your way to the front of the mat towards revolve Skandasana. Big backstroke with your left hand as all 10 toes pivot to the left. Exhale, hover, right hip off the mat. Inhale, left toes face forward. Both hands plant. And then exhale, standing splits. Inhale, stand up tall, right knee to chest. Exhale, standing pigeon. Sit into your hips. This time, we have the option to hook our right elbow on the inside or the sole of the right foot. So twisting over to the left, hands to heart. See if you can hold here for a few breaths. If you feel comfortable there, feel free to extend your arms. Couple more cycles. Drawing right outer knee down towards the mat, inhale. Good, exhale, come back to center, standing pigeon. Inhale, right knee to chest, stand up tall. Exhale, send it back. Move through your vinyasa, lowering into chaturanga. Inhale into upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Straight into it. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow meet. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Straighten your leg out. Swivel right heel down. Breathe in, fallen triangle. Breathe out, bend into right knee, and then step right foot over left to the top of the mat. Good. Inhale, Shiva Squat. Left knee, left calf. Exhale, re-extend so your pinky toe taps the mat. Hands walk over to the left, back of the mat, finding our down dog shape. Inhale to lift, left foot off the mat. And then exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, flip your dog. Breathe in, move through wild thing. And then breathe in, pull left knee into chest. Step it to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Left knee bent, right leg straight. Inhale. Exhale, glide to the front of the mat. Bend into right knee. Inhale, backstroke through right hand. Exhale, revolve, Skandasana. All 10 toes to the right. Good. Inhale, top of the mat. Find your low lunge, standing splits. Exhale, knee to chest. Stand up all the way tall. Good. Find your standing pigeon, crossing left ankle over right knee. Couple breaths here. You can stay here. You can use hands for support. If you'd like, we're gonna hook left elbow on the sole of the left foot. And twist open to the right, hands to heart. If you feel comfortable here, open up your arms wide. One more breath. Good, inhale, stand, left knee to chest. And then exhale, move through your vinyasa. Planting hands or meeting straight back into down dog. Exhale, roll your hips back. 3 breaths to settle here. Letting that energy move through your body. Encourage open mouth exhales to let something go. On your next inhale, roll your spine forward to high plank. And then exhale, lower your knees, sit back onto your heels. We're gonna roll out the wrists one more time because I know they're tired. They're gonna do one more sequence with the arm balance at the end. If you've had enough, for sure, hang out in a pigeon pose. That's where we will be going eventually. If you want extra minutes there. If you're ready, plant your hands, tuck your toes, glide your hips back, downward facing dog. We'll move through our last cycle. Inhale, right heel high, three-legged dog. This time, exhale straight into your fallen triangle. Right knee underneath the body, swivel left heel down. Ground on through right hand, inhale, lift, left hand high. Exhale, bend into left knee like a springboard and then step it to the top of the mat. Inhale, Shiva Squat, knee to calf, hands to heart. Exhale, re-extend your foot out to the side. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. Downward dog with your leg out to the side. Inhale, engage through your glutes. Lift your right toes. And then exhale, bend your right knee. Open your hip, flip your dog. Hips to hover, right toes to plant. Inhale, wild thing. Good. Exhale, right knee to chest. Right foot to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Breathe in here, make the transition smooth. And then breathe out, glide to the top of the mat. This time, twisted lizard lunge. Ground down through right knee. Inhale, back stroke through left hand, and then curl left heel, or right heel into glute. Several breaths here. One last opening into the hips, one last twist. Good. Inhale, slowly release, tuck your right toes. Ground down in through your left foot, exhale, standing splits. Drive right knee high, right heel high. Good, inhale, stand right knee to chest, arms reach high, stork pose. And then exhale, standing pigeon. Now you can stay folded here. If you wanna work in a flying pigeon, you're gonna hook your right toes on the outside of your left tricep. And then you can use your right knee like a shelf, or your right elbow for a shelf for your right knee. That was confusing, a lot of lefts and rights. Your right elbow will be a shelf for your right knee. There we go. So plant your hands, hook your toes on your left tricep, and then eventually lean your weight forward so your left leg can lift up behind you. Stay here for 3 breaths. Lift up through the chest, lift up through the left heel. Good, and then curl, planting right toes. Beautiful, inhale, stork pose, right knee to chest. And then exhale, just step all the way back, downward facing dog, plant your hands, meet your feet. 3 breath cycles. Regain your composure after all those rights and lefts. Good, other side. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, setting up for fallen triangle. Send your leg out to the side, swivel right heel down. Inhale, open up to your shape. And then exhale, bend into right knee. Springboard, step it to the top of the mat. Inhale, Shiva Squat, hands to heart, knee to calf. Exhale, re-extend your left leg out to the side. Then walk your way, pivoting on your right foot, down dog. Inhale, hover your left foot off the mat. Exhale, bend your knee, open your hip, flip your dog. Hover hips for a moment, and then inhale, wild thing. Exhale, pull left knee into chest, step it to the back of the mat, Skandasana. Breathe in here. And then breathe out, glide your hips low to the front of the mat, lower left knee down. Inhale, backstroke through right arm, curl left heel into glute. Twisted lizard lunge. Several breaths to land. Good, on our next inhale, we gently let go of the bind. Recenter our right toes, and then spring into the right foot, standing splits. Inhale, ground down with the right foot, left knee through chest. Exhale, standing figure four, left ankle crosses over right knee. If you have anything in the way, come to the middle of the mat. And then we're gonna work towards flying pigeon. See if I can get my lefts and rights. Okay, left toes are gonna hook on the outside of right tricep, and then left tricep will make a shelf for the left knee. There we go. So send your fingertips forward, ground down especially through the index and thumb finger. Your weight shifts forward into the pads, and then eventually lift right leg from the mat. Hold for 3 breaths, for 2, and 1. Curl right knee underneath you, plant down through right foot. Inhale, left knee to chest. 1 more balance, and then exhale, step back. Downward facing dog, or you can move through a vinyasa. I'm gonna go straight to down dog. Open mouth exhales, release something out. Building a lot of heat in this practice. I'm struggling as well. Let's start to cool down a little bit. Inhale, sweep right heel high. Exhale, pigeon pose. Bring your right ankle behind your left wrist. And we're gonna take a chill pigeon pose. I think we did enough active mobility of our hips today. So if you want, you can lower down onto forearms or even lower down onto your forehead. Use whatever props you need. Let your breath start to slow. See if you can soften through the outer right hip. Maybe melt a little closer to the mat. Good, lean onto right hip. Swing your left leg around so your foot goes all the way to the right side of the right knee. Left fingertips back behind you for support. Setting up for the twist. Inhale, reach right hand high. Exhale, hook right elbow on outside of left leg. Hang out in your twist, 3 breaths. Inhale, come through center, stack your shins. So ankles are stacked over or under opposite knee. Fire log pose, double pigeon. Stay upright. This is a big stretch. If you want, you can stack props between your left knee and your right ankle. This is a big one for me. If you're able, you can start to lean and fold forward. But stop where, just shy of where your body tenses. Couple more breaths. Good. Twist your body to the left. Extend both legs long so they're coming to the corners of the mat into a straddle. Pull your toes back towards your shin. Inhale, sit up tall out of your waist. And then exhale, see if you can walk your hands forward just to your tolerance. Soft bend in the knees, just a little baby bend to keep the joint space protected. Maybe lower down onto your elbows. Good, and then swivel your way to the back of the mat. Move straight into your pigeon pose. So your left ankle is going to be behind your right wrist. Roll your right hip down. And you know the drill. If you need less opening, point your toes and bring your left heel in towards your body. If you are a little more open in your hips, you can have a parallel shin and flex out the ankle. And then fold, find some ease. If this is totally a zero ease posture, you can just find a simple cross-legged position and fold there. hopefully with all the outer hip work we did, this might feel a little bit nice. Couple more breath cycles. And then roll onto left hip, swing your right leg all the way around so your foot plants on the outside of your left knee. Right fingertips back behind you, inhale, stretch, left fingertips tall, and then exhale, twist. Hook your elbow on your knee, and then wrap your lungs around your heart, peel your right shoulder open. One more inhale, grow taller. One more exhale, twist deeper. Good, now slide your shins so they stack and knees and opposite elbows are over and under each other. Double pigeon, fire log pose. Again, please feel free to place something underneath the right knee. Inhale for length and exhale, fold to your extent. Two more breath cycles, melt a little bit more. Good, walk back up, stretch your legs long, out in front of you. Inhale, sit up tall under your sit bones. Exhale, fold forward. And then with this rounded spine, we're gonna lower segment by segment all the way down onto our backs. Plant left heel, bending left knee up, and then cross right ankle over left thigh. Take some rocks side to side, kind of like how we started. And then right sole of the foot will plant over to the left. Place your left hand on your right side to help open up more, and then extend your right fingertips out long to the side. Final twist. Good, come back through center, swap them out. Right foot plants, left ankle stacks. Take a rock and roll. And then left sole of the foot over to the right. Left fingertips out to the side, and then right hand can help support the left leg. Release to the low back space. Good. Come back through center, hug both knees into chest. Give them a nice squeeze. And then exhale, open your mouth, extend all your limbs long, find Shavasana. Let your body air out. Let your breath smooth out. Just take a few moments to notice. We talked about breath, we talked about body and mind and intention, and just see if anything has shifted here. You have the option to stay in Shavasana as long as you can. If you're ready, keep your eyes closed. We're gonna roll onto our side. Take a moment here in this fetal position. Feels so nice. And then come to a seat. Crossing one leg in front of the other, keeping eyes closed. And then we sit here in this place of transition between the practice on the mat and the practice in real life. Cultivating habits of perseverance and patience and grace and just having fun, staying open. In our asana practice, and then seeing if that translates out into our relationships with others and with ourselves. We'll take one final breath together. Empty the air from your lungs. Take a full inhale. Exhale, open your mouth side out. Hands can come to heart or third eye. And I thank you for practicing with me. All right, friends, that was a fiery one. That was a tough one to teach. I was out of breath and I was struggling alongside you. So unless you weren't struggling, great job. But I hope you like that outer hip and twist focused class. I think flying pigeon is fun because it's a fairly accessible arm balance for a lot of people. It was one of the first ones. Crow and flying pigeon, I think, are good go-to. So thank you for being here. Thank you for spending this time with yourself in order to be your best for other people. And then I will see you next time.